This is 50 years old, and it has been one extremely wild ride. How do I even begin to summarize a half century of life? I could use a map. An original Florida man, raised in Britt, Iowa, school at Iowa State in Ames, moves to San Antonio with apartments in Utah and Georgia, moves to Jacksonville, Florida, and back to San Antonio. Or like a resume, got his engineering degree, did military aircraft maintenance projects, then had a small business, then went on to the energy sector with utility modules, then to medical devices, and laughs sadly at Office Space. There's just nothing exciting about the same old boring facts that describe most people out there. Person born here, lived there, worked there. So what is important about the 5 decades looking back? Is it the accomplishments or successes? Took adult art classes in elementary school, took algebra in 2 weeks in junior high, taught myself things like guitar and a little piano, broke the cross-country motorcycle record, published technical papers, patents, wrote 3 books, recorded an album, produced a movie. Or for a balanced view, there's also the failures you have to consider. Divorce, having to live in a crack neighborhood, staring down the barrels of 10 cop Glocks at once, my business going belly up, being a graduate of the Illinois Second Chance program. We're getting closer with these more unique events, but ultimately they're just facts on a list too. What really matters looking back over all those years are the experiences. The fact that I wrote those books isn't as important as the life experiences I lived that went into them, or the experience of writing the books themselves. It's not about how many guitars or amps I own, it's the experience of using them to write very personal songs and recording an album, even if I'm a terrible singer. It's not having a high-end motorcycle, it was the experience of using it to become the best in the world at what I love to do. And that right there is what makes the most memorable, real, and absolutely best parts of those years are the things that I loved. We start with the most unconditional love for our parents, then sisters came along, our puppy, other family and friends you meet as you grow. I loved my toys as a child and played with them for hours, from stuffed animals to Star Wars, especially those associated with going fast. I was happy studying technical aspects of how things work and learning to make stuff, whether it was crafts or food with mom or metal or gadgets with dad. And art was a passion from very early, drawing, painting, calligraphy. I started combining those passions in building models and drawing fast cars. Eventually those cars went from dreams and small scale to real automobiles. And they weren't status symbols to me like many people, unfortunately. They were the melding of beautiful art and technical genius with the ability to turn fuel and air into pure adrenaline. And that 4-wheeled passion followed me right through life to today. In addition to the Duke Boys partially inspiring that interest, Evel Knievel fueled my interest in half the wheels as well, eventually leading to my own motorcycle shop that was the culmination of my love for art, tech, and adrenaline. It was an amazing feeling to build these things with my hands that somebody could jump on and ride off into the sunset smiling ear to ear. Some of the people in my life were consistent, while others popped in and out of my cartoon world, eventually meeting Sunshine, who taught me how great life could be with someone. And she made it even better when she talked me into getting our fuzzy buddy Baron and rounding out our little family. My life was far from a fairy tale though. I always lived for the moment. I was very destructive as an adrenaline junkie, insane amounts of alcohol, resulting legal issues, and eventually resulting heart issues that make me a self-fulfilling prophecy. No matter what life had thrown at me up to that point, losing my perfect girl was worse than any experience of hell I could have ever imagined. You keep going though, you honor their memory and you be the best version of yourself you can be. Make them proud. You learn even more to cherish the good times you had, to be grateful for what you still have, and you make every day matter, never stop living. You adapt so you can survive life, and you grow so you can enjoy life. In one interview I did, this motorcycle life said something that really rang true with me. Nothing will ever go faster than life itself. Memories of 5 decades of individual moments go by so fast that they blur like dash lines of a highway, becoming one solid line at blistering speeds. It's never been about what I had. What matters is what I did with it. I don't get another 50 years. I have very little time to make very big decisions, and I don't get any more reset buttons. I need to make a plan, execute, and get back to making every day matter. It's a great feeling to know that even if I don't wake up tomorrow, I have had an amazing 50 years on this spinning rock. But I'm not done yet. Whether I get 5 more days, weeks, months, or even years, it's going to go fast, and I need to keep adding moments and memories to this blur. I've always lived for today, and it got me this far, so I need to keep doing that more than ever now.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel below and let's celebrate turning fuel and air into adrenaline.